All right, so as I was saying before in the video, there isn't a huge difference between a $30, or shall I say $27 beauty blender and a $2.50 beauty blender. You really can only see a difference if you look at them up close side by side. And so this one is the $2.50 beauty blender. This one is a $30 beauty blender. This is a lot harder. It's like a bit more of like a denser foam. They're both latex free. If you have allergies at all, that's something that you definitely need to be aware of, so that's great. But the texture and the density is really the only difference that you see. Also, just even in the time that I've been doing this review video, you can see it starting to fall apart. This is the $2.50 beauty blender, whereas this one, you don't see that. It looks a little bit more durable. And so if you're ever wondering what is the difference, it's really just about the simple things like density, texture, and the longevity of the product. Whether or not this is worth an extra $25, I'll leave up to you guys, but I just wanted to show you the difference here. I'm also seeing another trend right now online trying to replicate the silicone beauty blender by applying a condom on your regular beauty blender. So I'm going to again show you the difference between those two, and you guys can decide whether or not it's really feasible or something that you'd want to do. I personally wouldn't want to put a condom on my face to apply my makeup, but I mean, if you're really looking for something that's sanitary or that goes on sheer, I guess, I mean, I'd be willing to do it if it really worked, and so let's see if it does. So yeah. So I'm going to use the classic beauty blender for this experiment, just because I've seen people use them on Instagram and online, and it is a little bit less dense, so I think it'll feel a little bit nicer on my face. This is the silicone beauty blender that people are trying to replicate with the condom on this beauty blender. So as you can see, they're very different. The advantages that this has is the shape, obviously, the point at the tip, the roundness. It's just kind of fits into the curves of a face a lot better, a lot more naturally than this guy here with the edges. But other than that, I mean, this really has the advantage of zero product loss and also the sanitary aspect of it, because when you cleanse this, it's going to go completely clear. So let me just use my Lifestyles condom. It's too bad I don't have any magnums on me, but beggars can't be choosers here. Ugh, God, this is so gross. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on here. I'm gonna assume to tie this off because I don't want to get any liquids inside that'll kind of rot or be gross. Ugh. And so yeah, so basically now we have the same texture on the outside as this one here. And so it is squishy like a beauty blender. It'll pick up makeup, but it won't absorb any makeup. So I think for sanitary reasons, that's why this trend started. I don't know, it seems kind of contradictory considering this is a condom and people are doing this for sanitary reasons, but I don't know, to each their own, I guess. But as you can see, it does pick up the makeup really nicely, and it does apply a really nice even finish. I do have foundation on my hand already, so now this is looking a little bit heavier, but I mean, you can sort of get the gist of things. It does actually give a really nice dewy finish to the skin. I don't know if that's because like of the lubricant that's on this condom or if that's because of the finish, but either way, it gives a really nice finish. I have to smell it because I hate the smell of latex, and thank goodness this smells like nothing. But I mean, keep that in mind if you're using like a flavored condom or any sort of special condom, like the one with the edges, it will give you that finish on your skin. So I would definitely go with more of like your classic condom if you are going to pull this off. And so finally, I'm just going to show you how this one applies makeup, and I'll do it on my other hand. I'm right-handed, so this is probably going to look really awkward, but I basically just want to show you how this guy works. So as you can see, like a little bit of product goes a long way. I just put way too much product on my hand, but that was just as little as I could pump out. And basically, this applies really similar to the condom. And so it's really nice and shiny. There's no kind of edges. It does feel a lot like more wet on the skin than the Beauty Blender does. Like it doesn't feel like it's really being squished into the skin as much. and it is kind of awkward to use because of the shape. So I do really like this product, but it is kind of like a bit of like a awkward thing to kind of get used to. I'm sure it's just a transition. I mean, this feels really kind of nice on your hand, and it's not convenient, it's not cute. It disgusts me. I mean, this actually does feel a lot better on the skin than this, just because it has the benefits of being squishy and the shape. I think the shape really is why this will sort of always win as opposed to this. But in terms of the texture and the application on the outside, they are very similar, if not the same. And you can see on my skin, like there's really no differences between the two products in terms of the finish and texture it gives you. It's really, I think at the end of the day, it's really just like a preference, a personal preference, what you like to use. And also the fact that this looks absolutely disgusting. I mean, imagine your mom came into your room and this was sitting on your desk. Like, she would be like, what the heck is going on with my daughter? What is that? So yeah, just for literally aesthetic reasons, I would say I would still rather purchase this product than this product. So yeah, so as you can see, I just washed the silicone beauty blender and it looks pretty much as good as new. It looks perfect again. And so that is definitely one of the main advantages from this product. There's really nothing else like that in terms of makeup sponge that will look brand spanking new after a wash like this. So yeah, so there you have it. I mean, we have multiple different kinds of makeup applicators. I mean, it's really up to your personal preference at the end of the day. Obviously, the aesthetic of the product is important too. I mean, packaging is one of the most important things in makeup to begin with. But if it's something that's just your personal use and that works for you, I mean, go for it. If you like this and you like the application, go for it. This is $1.57, so I mean, you can always just purchase a bunch of these and use these instead. And this is $2.50. So if you can't afford a $27 beauty blender, or if you don't want to put a $27 beauty blender in a condom, just get a cheap one from Dollorama and use that with a condom and save your real beauty blender for just basic uses. I was really excited to make this video because I was always curious as to what the differences were with the different types of beauty blender and sponges. And so hopefully you guys found this helpful, and hopefully this answered any questions that you might have regarding the mystery condom beauty blender trend. If you guys like this video and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.